My first prom was sort of a disaster, but in hindsight, it was also kind of funny and it was definitely a memorable experience. Here's what happened. So, first of all, prom is crazy expensive for no reason. You have to pay $75 for the ticket, then like another 100 to 200 bucks for the dress, 50 for the shoes, and then more on jewelry or accessories. My entire outfit was giving me problems. When my friend and I went prom dress shopping, the dresses would fit, but I'm kinda stubby, so all of them are really long. I bought one anyway and planned on getting it tailored. Well, it turns out tailoring a dress costs another 100 bucks or so. I was kind of freaking out as the day of prom got closer and closer because my dress was still too long and I'd totally trip all over it and cause a hilarious spectacle if I wore it like this. It was too late to book a tailoring appointment and I didn't know what to do. My dad, the goat, knows how to use a sewing machine though, and he tailored my dress for me. He did a really great job and was a lifesaver. It looked like it was professionally done. Thanks, Dad. The dress was a light green dress that was incredibly glittery and it would leave these annoying sparklies everywhere. Literally anywhere I went would be dusted with glittery goodness. Then I ran into another problem. I had these sparkly silver shoes that I was planning to wear with the dress, but they were the texture of sandpaper and would get caught on my dress when I walked, so it would look really awkward. I realized that I had to buy different shoes pretty much the night before prom. So on the morning of prom, my friend and I went to the mall to look for some shoes, but of course every single pair is like 200 bucks. Like hello, I'm a broke teenager and I can't pull this money out of my butt. Call me frugal or whatever, but I'd already spent so much money on other things that I didn't want to spend that much more. After searching an insane amount of stores, we finally found one with some pretty good shoes at a decent price. Now, the problem was that it was a half size too small. We asked the front desk if they had any in my size, but they said not at this mall, but at a mall like 30 minutes away. So my friend, being the amazing friend she is, drove all the way to that other mall to buy those shoes for me. After that, we went to go take prom pictures at the park. I was wearing a light green dress and my friend was wearing a light yellow one. We decided to match with spring colors and we looked pretty awesome if I do say so myself. After walking around to a couple of spots in the park, I realized that these shoes were giving me blisters. At first, it was fine. I tried to ignore it and tough it out, but at some point it got so bad that I literally could not walk anymore. Such excruciating pain. My friends noticed and were like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And I was like, haha, no. Again, being the amazing friends they are, they got me some band-aids. But I realized we're not even at prom yet and I already have so many blisters and I'm in horrible pain. I'm going to be debilitated by the time I get to prom. I'm so screwed. Later, we went to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner. I made reservations so we were able to get seated pretty quickly, which was good. It was really crowded, however, so we had to wait a really long time for our food. I ordered the chicken Madeira, which was sauteed chicken, Madeira sauce, mozzarella cheese, asparagus, mushrooms, and mashed potatoes. My friend ordered the mac and cheese burger, which is exactly what it sounds like, mac and cheese on a burger. Subtle foreshadowing, I am lactose intolerant. The food tasted pretty good. The burger was like 90% bun and 10% meat though. For dessert, we got a slice of the Godiva chocolate cheesecake to share. After dinner, we drove over to prom. The theme was Midnight in Paris and the decorations were actually pretty cool. The lighting was dark, there was a dance floor and a DJ, tables with fancy tablecloth to match the theme, and the driest looking cookies and cake pops I'd ever seen on a table in the corner. When we got there, we greeted some people we knew and tried to get hype on the dance floor, but the DJ was kinda buns. He kept playing these rap songs that nobody has ever heard of before, and even with people booing him, he didn't change it up. Like, where's my Just Dance? Where's my California Girls? His music was literally undanceable too. We waited for like 30 minutes for a good song, but it never came. Then, my stomach started hurting. I told my friend, I have to go to the bathroom really bad. We looked around for the bathroom but couldn't find it, and the more time that passed, the more desperate I became. We finally found one and I absolutely annihilated their toilet. I got really bad diarrhea last time I had the chicken Madeira, which was like 5 years ago, but I guess I never learned from my mistakes. After that, we went back into the ballroom, but the DJ proceeded to keep playing booty music for the next hour and a half, so my friend and I just left a little early. Then my friend also said she wasn't feeling very well, and then when she got home, she threw up. Yeah, I don't know what was in that Cheesecake Factory, but it messed us up. So, out of my first prom, I got explosive diarrhea and 9 blisters, along with a giant hole in my wallet. At least their bathrooms were nice. The end. Thanks for watching.